So, Damilola, what do you think about announcing your pregnancy?
Well, personally for me, I think it depends on preference as a person.
I'm just indifferent about it.
I went public in the news. I told everybody. What do you think about friends that maybe they are very close to you, they find out maybe 6 months later that you're pregnant, or they find out from someone else that you're pregnant, and they feel like, so we pray together, we do things together, we celebrate good news together. Is this not a good news you're supposed to share with me?
I believe I don't have a right to whatever you don't tell me.
Yeah.
So I don't fight people over, oh, I thought I was close. I could be the one thoughting the thoughts.
Yeah. What do you think there are certain comments and things that people, remarks people make that they
I have a
shouldn't
long
say
list for this one, but
pregnant
that's
someone
That they
else
shouldn't
talks
say
about
to pregnant women. Please stop telling pregnant women that you are fat. Your nose is big. It's part
what do you want me
of
to
the
do? When it's not exactly, you know,
It's
it's,
one of
it's,
the
it's one of the souvenir that comes with
I like the one.
pregnant.
You already out.
Okay, are you the first person to get pregnant?
Why are you this
No,
lazy?
my mom, when she was pregnant, she was still going to farm. No, you did not marry your mother.
Do you think Nigerians will try in that?
I think say we dey try.
When I enter inside, you're pregnant. Come and sit down.
Yeah,
Go sit
yeah.
down, close to the door.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I say good morning, everybody say, good morning, yeah, baby.
That's the one in Nigeria. Yeah,
I used to be compassionate about pregnant, but since the day I carried my own,
Yeah.
it became double.
And now woman they do woman
Yes,
pass.
exactly.
I'm not sorry to say.
Hello, welcome to Dear Woman. On this show, we talk about pregnancy realities, motherhood, childbirth, and everything that entails women. So I have some amazing mothers in the house. So I'd like us to introduce ourselves.
Hi, my name is Damilola.
And I'm Murayo.
I'm Anoluapo.
And I am Momomi. On this episode, we are going to be talking about pregnancy announcement. So should I announce my pregnancy? And things you shouldn't say to a pregnant mom. Yes. So Damilola, what do you think about announcing your pregnancy?
Well, personally for me, I think it depends on preference as a person, right? Some people are private people, they like to keep their things to themselves. But for me, I didn't exactly announce, though there were people who were suspecting for my pictures, and I was particular about not using bold pictures where you can see my nose because my nose was big. So the nose was doing the announcements for me. But personally, I think I had to, because of some things, I had to tell my parents. I had to tell my parents in-law, so my in-laws knew basically. But I don't know if I would do that in the second pregnancy or not. I've not decided. But for me, I don't think it's a black and white, oh, this is how it should be done. It depends on the person, it depends on your family, the background and all of that. So yes.
Mariah,
Well, for me, I do not have a particular answer to maybe yes or no, depending on what you particularly want. Because during my own pregnancy, I think I only told just the people that were staying inside my house and few people like you and few other people knew about my pregnancy. But my immediate siblings and everything, I never told them until maybe, in fact, it was until I gave birth they knew I was pregnant.
Oh wow.
Yes, they didn't know I was pregnant. So. But I told my in-laws, they knew about it.
so from what you both have said, it means there are certain people that should, or what do you think, should know or need to know?
Need to know, not
Need
should
to
know.
Okay.
Okay, so for
So,
me, I'm just indifferent about it because I feel that it depends on you. If you want to announce, fine. If you don't want to announce, fine. So for me, did I even announce? Well, I told some few people like my parents and my mom-in-law, my father-in-law. Yes, I told those ones. And of course, people that sees me often, they know they knew I was pregnant. So aside that, I didn't really, announce. I didn't even use a bold picture too as well. So I had to start posting my pregnancy pictures after I had my baby.
Yes.
So it's not a yes or no thing for me.
Okay, I think I agree with. It's the same thing for me. It's not a yes or no. For my first, I think I didn't really do an announcement. But maybe because it was now my third child. But the third one, I went public in the news. I told everybody if I went on social media, but I don't say you should do this. Like I said, it was my third. I don't know, I was just in that mood and then I prayed about it, right?
Yes,
and I was
yes.
at peace. I was at peace with it.
That.
And let me tell you what it did, because I was at peace with it. After I announced, a lot of my friends, they already knew before I even made the announcement. But after I announced, certain people came around us and we had a robust support system
Yes.
during that pregnancy period. What do you think about friends that maybe they are very close to you, they find out maybe 6 months later that you're pregnant, or they find out from someone else that you're pregnant, and they feel like, so we pray together, we do things together, we celebrate good news together. Is this not a good news you're supposed to share with me?
Well, for me personally, I think it depends again, right? So I'm careful how I use the word friend, So maybe because we have also used the word so much, even people that are just our acquaintance, we call them friends, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I have my inner circle. There's nothing that happens to me that they don't know. I also have friends who they are not in the inner circle, but they are not acquaintance. They are like in the middle, So I may now decide if I want to tell them. But my pregnancy, only my inner circle knew, So I don't personally, I believe I don't have a right to whatever you don't tell me. You have your personal
It's a
reason.
personal information.
So I don't fight people over, I thought I was close. I could be the one thoughting the thoughts. You may not think it for me, So it could just be me thinking I'm close to you. Now you know how many width or how many length of the closeness, So I don't think it's fair that we are taking well, I don't want to say it's fair because you also know the investment you have put in the friendship, right? So I don't do things for my friends with the expectations of them doing it back, So I think
I think for someone's sanity, I feel that if a friend decide not to share an information with you, you should just take it as okay. This person does not.
Nothing.
It's part of
But
boundaries.
I feel that for you to do that kind of thing, that means you guys, the person would have known that I'm just an acquaintance to this person, but someone you say is a friend to you. For like me, telling, okay, like I said, I told few people, but people that I know that I can say they are my friend, like you. I told you that I was pregnant. People at work, they knew I was pregnant
Because they
Sure.
see you.
because they see me.
I think they are even the first people.
Yeah,
They will know.
when you start vomiting, they will know.
I don't want to say this, but let me just focus. There's a particular friend I have, she's very close to me. I didn't tell her until I gave birth. And I have a reason for. She's very close. She's my very good friend. But I didn't tell her I was
But she
pregnant.
was cool with it when she found out, right?
That I don't know.
So that's
She
what
didn't
I'm
mention
saying.
it
You
to me.
decided not to share the information to her. She should just take it out.
Not because
As it
not
is.
because I didn't want to share it with her.
But eventually you didn't share it.
I didn't share
That's
it,
the
but
point.
Let's just leave it like that.
So
Sha.
now, if I'm that kind of friend and I found out that my friend didn't share an information with me,
Life
of course
is
you are
not
going to see a baby. You are going to see the
not
bundle
hard.
of joy when
Yeah.
so
Like
just
you
take it
carry
as
the
it is.
pregnancy.
Because
Exactly.
even me as a friend, it's not all informations I share with you.
Absolutely.
So you can think that okay, this
Yeah.
is an information that should be shared with me, and I might feel that it's not an
For
information
personal
I
reasons,
should share with you.
Yes.
You can decide to share or announce your pregnancy.
Whenever they share,
on.
just be happy for
And
them.
be
Yes,
happy.
exactly. So whenever
Alright.
they share, or you see the bundle of joy, even if they didn't share to you, they
Please
call you
put
for
the
naming
love on the bundle of
ceremony.
joy
So
for them.
that's-
All right. So what do you think there are certain comments and things that people remarks people make that they
I have a
shouldn't
long
say
list for this one, but please let
pregnant
someone
that they
else
shouldn't
talk
say
first.
to pregnant woman. Please stop telling pregnant woman that you are fat. What do you
Why
expect?
did you bring out the word from my mouth?
What do you expect? Stop telling a pregnant woman that you eat too much. What do you expect? This person is carrying a life in her.
Whole human
And this
being.
baby also depends on what this mother is
It's
feeding
feeding
on.
Thank you.
So therefore,
Yeah.
what do you expect? You should expect that a pregnant woman should eat more than someone that is not pregnant. You know, that's just common sense.
Logic,
She
yes.
will be happy she's eating because we have some pregnant women
Who
that
will not
don't
be able
eat.
That don't
Yes,
eat.
yes.
Exactly.
Just
exactly.
let's leave them. Leave them
So
with their eating.
you are fat. Your nose is big. It's part
What do you want
of
me
part
to
of
do?
the
When it's not
symptoms.
exactly,
It's part of the
it's one of
symptoms.
the souvenir that comes with
I like the
pregnancy.
one.
You
souvenir.
The souvenir, you can't. Of course, we know there are some ladies who will not have big nose, but most of us.
But there's no how your nose will change a bit. I used to
But
say
there's
that.
some-
everybody.
It's not everybody.
I'm not
Funny
sure-
enough,
I'm
it's
not
not
sure I had a-
everybody.
I'm not sure I had a big nose.
Actually,
No,
it's
it's
not
not
everybody.
everybody.
It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
In most cases, yes.
In
Your
most
nose,
cases,
your body
yeah.
will change. See, the truth is, your body is going through transformation
Yeah.
Exactly.
that cannot be seen. So I think we need to be more gracious
Yes.
towards. Yes, though there are also perks to that, especially that eating. Because when you get to the third trimester, I think we will still talk about that in subsequent
Exactly.
videos, where you need to also watch what you eat because
Okay.
of fertile weight, for when you want to put it. But for the first, please eat
them
away.
free.
Please let them. And if they are asking for some cravings, some shawarma, and please, let them. We will
Get it
only
for
be
them.
pregnant at that time. Of course, another pregnancy can come, but when they want it, please let's indulge them. Thank
I
you
still
very
want us
much.
to talk about this thing. Comments that you shouldn't say to pregnant women. Are there some
Yes.
common comments that she has mentioned some, but What about other stuff that you think?
That you
Even
shouldn't-
women that are waiting. Let's go there.
This one is even another topic for well.
Shey you don't want to get pregnant. Comments like that. What's
Yes,
your own?
yes.
Exactly.
We need to.
That-
This
I
one
think
is
that
a whole topic on its own because
So let's
it's something we need to be aware of. But I think one of the comments we should not make to a pregnant woman is expecting her to still be her normal self.
Yes.
Some men, sorry to say, but not sorry. Some men will say, "Oh, hey, are you the first person to get pregnant?
Why are you this lazy?"
My mom, when she was pregnant, she was still going to farm. No, you did not marry your mother.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
we need to be more gracious.
Yes.
Don't expect too much. Of course, we're not saying it will be an excuse to be lazy, but then it's an excuse to be lazy. I have a whole human being going inside of me.
Exactly.
So I think we need to be careful. We need to be gracious.
Yeah.
Help them when you can. Don't say, "Oh, you're supposed to still be lifting Kilimanjaro." No, now.
Do you think that Nigerians, because most times I notice that when a woman is pregnant, some, especially mothers that have been in that shoe, they tend to take care of you, like take care of women that are pregnant, especially at work. The lecturer. Do you think Nigerians will try in that?
I think say we dey try.
Yeah.
Because
Nigerians
let me give you an
Let me
example.
just for me, when I was pregnant, I really like to go out. In fact, I would tell my husband, don't drive me to work because I love
Don't
that
stop my
attention.
shine. Yeah,
I love that
yeah.
when I enter inside bus, I say, you are pregnant, come and sit down
Yeah,
here. Don't sit
yeah.
down close to the door.
Yes.
Sometimes when I say good morning, everybody say, good morning, yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. That's the one in Nigeria.
I
Yeah,
like,
baby.
and they even pay for my transport. So anytime I'm going to say,
yes.
see that, please, no, don't carry me. Let me- I said, no,
Baby
don't
girl
worry,
life.
don't worry. And even at work,
Pampering.
amazing colleague that I have.
Aw.
They were so amazing that when I say soon, they'll say, go and sleep. You're
Wow.
pregnant. You need to, in fact, I even really enjoyed when I was pregnant. It's as if I should just be getting pregnant.
Well, best of luck on that.
I
Well, for me, right? I think for me, I wasn't going out much.
Okay.
But let me tell you when I used the pregnancy card, right? So during the elections, it was elections before I moved back to Lagos.
Okay.
So the gubernatorial
That's in Port
election,
Harcourt.
yes, in Port Harcourt. So as we were going, I said, when we passed there in the morning, we saw the crowd. I said, Bobo, everywhere is already full of us. So I said, let me use my pregnancy card today. So I wore, and usually I will wear clothes that are not maybe like big clothes. This one I wore. I think something really tight. Like I wanted them to know I was pregnant. Like I wanted to show. In fact, I think I even bumped it out a little bit. Then when we got to the center, we saw the crowd. I can't they walk as if say, the baby won't come today. They say, yeah, baby, oh yeah. No, they don't call it. Yeah, I think Ejima or something.
Mama,
So they say, oh, you're pregnant. Come and sit down. So there was already a queue. I jumped the queue. Like they took me to the front.
Of course.
Called me to, as in in fact, my husband was there. I said, my husband is here. They quickly attended to him. So like within, I think 10 minutes, we already done. We saw a long queue. I said, people did not tell me that this life is a soft life.
I remember when we wanted to go and take my nephew at the airport. At first, they didn't want to go with me. I said, let me go with you. I just feel that there's going to be a drama at the airport. So I went with them. So the moment they just picked my nephew, I think they don't stop at the entrance.
Yes, they don't allow it.
They don't allow it. So the moment we just picked my nephew like this, they just chose stuff on the tire. I just quickly opened the door and said, I'm pregnant. He said, you only come by, there's a pregnant woman here. That's how they just allowed us.
Oh wow. You wouldn't tell me a soft life like this.
Now, wow, so you knew that. I said, I just had that feeling that there was going to be drama at the airport.
Yeah.
So let me go.
I think we try in this part.
We try
everywhere.
Yes,
actually, even
at banks.
Yes.
I remember when every time I'm pregnant and I go to the bank, there's preferential treatment.
Yes.
Come and sit down. They attend to you first. At work too, you are being pampered and all. So what?
I even remember one of my experience. Not when I was pregnant, but a pregnant friend. Yeah, so I think I met her at the bus stop and she was trying to, struggle to get a bus. So luckily for me, I got the seat in the bus. So I just had to say, oh, babe, just come and have the seat and you just go. Then I had to alight and got another bus. So I also did that, add that, compassion on pregnancy. Especially since the day I used to be compassionate about pregnancy, but since the day I carried my own, it became double.
I know,
because I was aware about what pregnant women, what they go through. So I begin to, multiply that compassion for other pregnant
I think
women.
to also buttress that point, right? I think we also need to not compare our experiences with others.
With
So
others,
you
exactly.
hear, and now woman they do woman
Yes,
pass.
yes,
exactly.
I'm not
yes.
sorry to say, but they will say, me when I was pregnant,
I
if
was
I have
agile.
had 10 children, I was agile. Maybe mother-in-law, sisters in, or even your own sister or your friends will be,
Exactly.
I can't they sluggish like this.
Why is your
So
own different
they will
like
say, oh,
this?
my own, I was still going to work 7 days a week. There is no two pregnancies, even from the same mother.
Yes, now.
It's the
Can
same
never be
pregnancy
the
is
same.
the same.
So
Exactly.
so it's very important that we are gracious. Don't compare your experience. Don't speak down on anybody's experience. That it's not that bad now. It's that bad
Allow
though.
them enjoy their
Johnny
Yes.
is different from Johnny.
Exactly.
Exactly.
When somebody was talking beside me and saying, when they were sharing this experience of somebody scraping wall, somebody said it's a lie, it's exaggeration, and I'm like, just because you did not feel it,
Are you the
doesn't
one?
mean-
Does not mean it doesn't happen.
You guess, so
You
we need to
understand?
understand that
So,
people have their own
I
experiences.
even remember
different.
one time someone was, gisting me about how she got into the bus and she met a pregnant woman. The way the woman was doing that, it's like that woman. She's just, she's putting her
Lazy.
jassa to her own jar. I said, stop saying that though. But by the time she got her own pregnancy, her own was even,
God is
triple of what
God knows
the
how to
experience
do
she
it.
shared with me.
Yeah.
I had to now take
Give
her back
it to
to that
come back
memory
to
that
you.
okay,
Right? So
do you
good
remember
measure,
that
press
day?
down, shake
That
it
day that you
together.
were gisting me about one woman that you met in the bus, and I was trying to tell you that those she said, no. Okay, how about you now? How far are you doing now? Hope you are fine. So I was just
measures.
laughing.
So viewers, what do you think? Do you think you should announce your pregnancy? And also, what are the comments that should be said to pregnant women? And some comments that you have said in the past that you shouldn't have said.
So that we can help you go and apologize.
All right, so that's it for today. We'll see you in our next episode.
Bye.
Bye.